Hello everyone. Today I am going to share my experience on watching one of my favorite movies, Jaws. Jaws is an American English thriller film that was released on June 1975. The movie was directed by Steven Spielberg, produced by Richard D. Zanuck and David Brown. Based on Jaws novel by Peter Benchley, screenplay by Peter Benchley and Paul Gottlieb, cinematography by Bill Butter, and music by John Williams. The cast has Roy Scheider as Police Chief Martin Brody, Richard Dreyfuss as a marine biologist, Robert Shaw as a professional shark hunter, and many others. My pronunciation is not that great. Please forgive me for any mispronunciations. The views shared are only personal opinion, does not intend to hurt anyone's sentiment, contains spoiler, hence recommend discretion. What was my experience watching Jaws movie for the first time? From the time I saw the first two parts of Jurassic Park, I have been always interested to watch Spielberg movies, but didn't get much of a chance during my childhood. I heard about this movie a lot and had seen one or two scenes, but never the whole movie. Around 2005-6, there was a series of Hollywood movies telecasted. Unfortunately, they dubbed the movies in regional languages. I prefer to watch in the original language with English subtitles rather than dubbed version where there is no lip sync, dialogues won't have the same effect, and in the end, the scene will not have the same impact. Yet, prepare to watch this movie in Tamil language. The first scene started with a thrilling sequence. I was eagerly waiting to see the shark, but it was not shown. The pace of the movie was decent, and eventually the second shark attack happened. The music, the suspense. Again, kind of disappointed with no show of the shark. If cut this movie into two halves, the first half kept me hooked without even showing the shark. It was a brilliant idea. Not sure whether the suspense and thrill would have been the same. Probably not. The one or two jump scare scenes in the movie might not be a big deal today, but they kept it more interesting. Going after the shark seems to be inevitable, and the trio on the boat while keeping the bait and discussing might be the only lagging part that I felt. Once the shark came, the thrill spiked up. To my relief, at last the shark was shown fully. The sequence was done purposefully long and it lived up to the hype. During the sequence, I can't deny thinking that the shark is going to win. The long climax sequence was suspenseful and a thriller, a satisfying end. I'd watched this movie many times. I saw the English version a couple of times later on. Except for few parts where I felt a little drag, I would watch all the other scenes. Some of the amazing moments for me are the shark attacks without showing the shark. The visuals, the way these scenes were thought and pictured, the music, everything was just coherent to make these scenes work. After multiple watches, I strongly believe now that if the full shark was shown on the first attack itself, the impact might not be the same. The thrill suspense was too good and probably a great example on how to make such scenes. Queen's entrance. After the attack, the citizens gather for a meeting where Quint makes an entrance. Robert Shaw, who plays the shark hunter, a great entry, and I totally believed that he can hunt sharks. Problem with the boat. From the moment the crew get on the boat, one after another, some problem came, like malfunctioning. Eventually, the boat was not big enough to pull the shark. That led to a famous quote, "You are gonna need a bigger boat." These scenes show the stressful environment and how they overcome so many challenges. Well written and acted. Climax. It was necessarily long and kept me the whole time. Great stunt sequence, it kept me engaged with a fitting finish. Notable works. Direction. Once again, Steven Spielberg delivered a stunning movie. A lot of things might have been done differently and could have totally spoiled the movie. The idea of not showing shark on shark attacks, the long climax, and how the storytelling was elevated were simply outstanding. The story was set on a simple premise. Great direction made it extraordinary. Music. If the music fell flat, these types of movies wouldn't work at all. John Williams kept the music thrilling where it needed to be. Music holds the huge part on maintaining the thrill. Acting. Almost everyone gave a brilliant performance. Can't single out anyone in particular. Overall, great acting. The movie was the highest grossing movie at the box office on the year it got released. It remained the highest grossing for a few years. A lot of people reference this movie for a classical thriller. What was my experience on watching this movie? It was thrilling, interesting, and most importantly, entertaining. Thank you.